Welcome to Reviews Inside TV. Today we're checking out the Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 7, a mobile workstation designed for professionals who need power and precision. With its sleek 16-inch touchscreen display and impressive internal specs, this laptop is crafted to handle demanding workloads while maintaining portability and a premium feel. But does it live up to the hype? Let's take a closer look. The Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 7 packs some serious punch with an Intel Core Ultra 7 165H processor, part of Intel's latest Evo platform. This chip is designed for multitaskers and creators, offering high performance across a range of applications from office work to demanding creative tasks. With 64 gigabytes of LPDDR5X memory, it's capable of handling multiple applications simultaneously without a hitch. This high-capacity RAM is ideal for users who need to run virtual machines, video editing software, and 3D modeling tools without worrying about system slowdowns. Combined with a 2TB SSD, your files will transfer at lightning speed, ensuring that you never experience the frustrating wait times of traditional HDDs. When it comes to graphics, the ThinkPad P1 Gen 7 is no slouch. It comes equipped with an NVIDIA RTX 2000 Ada Generation 8GB discrete graphics card, making it a strong contender for both creative professionals and gamers who need reliable performance for video rendering, 3D modeling, and even casual gaming. Whether you're editing high-resolution videos or gaming at medium settings, this GPU delivers solid performance without a noticeable drop in frame rates. Now let's talk about the display. The 16-inch WQUXGA 3840 by 100 touchscreen display is vibrant and crisp, offering sharp detail and rich colors, making it an excellent choice for photo editing, design work, and entertainment. With its high pixel density, you'll notice every detail in movies and games, and the touch functionality adds an extra layer of convenience for creative tasks. However, while this screen is stunning, the refresh rate is not explicitly mentioned, which might be a point to consider if you're expecting ultra-smooth performance for fast-paced gaming. Real-world usage is where the Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 7 truly shines. For office work, this laptop is an absolute beast. Whether you're switching between dozens of tabs in your browser, working in spreadsheets, or attending video calls, the performance is seamless. The high RAM capacity and fast SSD mean you won't see lag during heavy multitasking. For media consumption, this laptop excels with its crisp display, offering an enjoyable experience, whether you're watching Netflix or streaming high-res content from platforms like YouTube. Content creators will appreciate the smoothness of video editing and the speed of file exports, especially with a solid GPU backing up the creative process. Expect solid export times in software like Adobe Premiere Pro, thanks to the powerful combination of the Intel Ultra 7 processor and NVIDIA GPU. For those into gaming, it handles titles like Cyberpunk 2077 and Call of Duty Warzone reasonably well at medium to high settings. Though for ultra-competitive gamers, you might notice some frame rate dips on the more demanding games when the settings are cranked up. On the thermal side, the ThinkPad P1 Gen 7 handles heat well, thanks to its high-end design and thermals that are tuned for performance. However, under load, like during prolonged video exports or gaming sessions, you may notice the fans kicking up to keep things cool. This isn't a quiet machine by any means, but it's manageable for most use cases. It's also important to note that the chassis does get warm to the touch under heavy workloads, though it doesn't become uncomfortable for long periods of use. When it comes to portability, this workstation strikes a solid balance. Weighing just under 4.5 pounds, it's not the lightest on the market, but it's still manageable for carrying around in a bag for meetings or creative sessions on the go. Its battery life will last you around 6 to 8 hours, depending on your usage, which is fairly standard for a powerhouse like this. For heavy users, especially those doing video work or gaming, you may need to plug in sooner. Charging is also quite efficient, and thus getting you up to 80% in about an hour. The keyboard is a joy to type on for extended sessions, with good key travel and a solid tactile feel that makes long typing sessions comfortable. The layout is standard, with a full-size set of function keys and a number pad, which is great for those who need it for work. The trackpad is accurate and responsive, with smooth gestures and no issues with palm rejection, making it easy to navigate through long workflows. There's also the convenience of a fingerprint reader for added security. The port selection is generous, with 2 USB-A 3.2 ports, 2 USB-C 3.2 ports, an HDMI 2.1 port, an SD card reader, and an Ethernet port. This wide array of ports is perfect for users who rely on multiple peripherals, external displays, or docking stations, ensuring that you can easily expand your workspace. Additionally, the Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.2 ensure fast and stable wireless connectivity, which is crucial for remote work or when collaborating online. One thing to keep in mind is that the RAM is soldered to the motherboard, so you won't be able to upgrade it in the future. However, with 64 gigabytes of memory, this shouldn't be a problem for the foreseeable future unless your workload requires an even higher capacity. The 2TB SSD is also spacious and should be more than enough for most users, but it's worth noting that this drive is not easily replaceable, so you'll need to rely on external storage for future upgrades. So what's the verdict? The Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 7 is an exceptional mobile workstation that strikes a perfect balance between power, portability, and build quality. It's best suited for professionals who need serious performance for tasks like video editing, 3D modeling, and multitasking across several demanding applications. If you're a student or casual user, this might be overkill, and you could find better value in a more affordable laptop. However, for those who demand the highest level of performance, it delivers in spades. If you're on the fence about making this investment, it's worth noting that competitors in this price range, like the HP ZBook Firefly or the Dell Precision series, might offer similar specs, but vary in display quality, build, and thermals. In this case, the ThinkPad P1 Gen 7 stands out with its solid all-around performance and well-rounded feature set. Thank you for watching. If you're considering this workstation, check the comments box for a link to get your own. Feel free to drop any questions or share your experiences with the ThinkPad P1 Gen 7. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep creating and stay productive.